The year 2020 had come with its own security challenges. Nigerian forces continued to battle Boko Haram terrorists around the Sambisa area in Borno, Islamic State of West Africa terrorists around the Lake Chad area, bandits and cattle rustlers around the Middle Belt, and kidnappers around the country. Those security agencies had put in so much effort in containing the activities of the terrorists. On February the 9th, heavily armed men in trucks attacked residents at a military checkpoint in Auno, Borno State, leaving a trail of death, destruction, and blood. The attack, about 24 kilometers from Maiduguri, the state capital, brought widespread criticism on the efforts of the military. Federal lawmakers say the time to rejig the nation's security architecture had come.
This attack was preventable. This attack was dodgeable. This attack was avoidable, and it was equally repellable. The most painful thing on earth is for you to stay in your comfort zone while your constituents are dying like animals. So, Mr. Speaker, as far as I'm concerned, this is a national issue. It happened today in Borno. Only God knows tomorrow where it will happen in the 36 states of the Federation.
Many of them tasked service chiefs to resign, saying fresh ideas were needed to prosecute the war against terror.
What I am advising Mr. President, if we are ready, we have to retire those service chiefs, withdraw all the soldiers that are in Maiduguri, the juniors and the seniors, all of them, and send a fresh troops. I'm telling you, if the president do this, this war will end in 40 to 60 days.
I think that it's hard time state of emergency is declared in the security sector. That will help us to solve some of these problems. And it's very bad, it's very pathetic. And I wonder how people sleep in their houses, their service chiefs, and people are being slaughtered every day in Northeast. Our brothers and sisters are slaughtered. In some cases, like our colleague has just submitted, where somebody was thrown into the fire.
Subsequently, the Air Task Force of Operation Lafia Dole increased its aerial bombardments of terrorist locations in Borno State and the Sambisa general area. Locations like Arina Woje, Warshale, Valangide, Kaza, Gulumbagana, Kumshe, Kirta Wulgo, Sabon Tumbun, Bukar Miram, Tumbuma Baba, and Boboshe came under a blitz of aerial bombardments. Notorious bandit leader known as Dangote was neutralized in one of such operations. Other areas like Domboru Forest area in Zamfara State, Kagara Forest area, Kwa Imbana Forest area, and Kuduru Forest area in Kaduna State were not left out. On a new front, attacks by armed gunmen on southern Kaduna communities began to increase. While the nation continued to reel under the yoke of the coronavirus pandemic, persons from southern Kaduna extraction raised alarm over the increasing attacks on their communities by armed gunmen, leaving a trail of blood and death.
My family has been killed. My family has been killed in these recent killings that they killed. They burned down our houses right now. I have 6 people in my house. I have more than 5 people in my younger brother's house, and my younger brother don't have a work.
My village, Chibok village, was the first village that was attacked by the Fulani herdsmen, so to say. Our people are vulnerable, and the whole thing is just like a charade.
The Southern Kaduna People's Union, also known as SOCAPO, revealed that over 50,000 persons had been displaced following the attacks between January and September 2020.
Attackers, herdsmen militia, have taken over the communities. And in all this, most of the communities that have been displaced, the displaced person we have are more than 50,000 right now.
The military, however, did not relent in its efforts to contain the crisis. The Defense Headquarters says special forces were deployed to track down those responsible for the attacks in a bid to contain them.
In southern Kaduna, troops of Operation Safe Haven have continued to intensify efforts aimed at securing the lives and property in the general area. Particularly in this regard, Special Operations Forces have been deployed to the Joint Operations Area, covering the various flashpoints. This move is expected to achieve the desired result with the provision of credible and actionable intelligence, specifically from the primary sources.
In a bid to curb the recent attacks and isolated killings in southern Kaduna, troops of Operation Safe Haven have continued to intensify efforts aimed at curtailing the menace and ensuring peace in the general area. On 5th August 2020, own troops, acting on credible intelligence, apprehended 6 suspected militias. We have also gotten some information on the identity of some of the hoodlums that carried out the last attack. We are on their trail, and by the grace of God, we will get them.
Though the military continued to achieve great success on different fronts, however, events playing out in the northeast showed that the war against insecurity had not been won. On September the 25th, the convoy of the governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum, was attacked on his way to Baga in Borno State. Several operatives dead. The attack shows that Nigeria's current efforts against insecurity still has a mountain to climb.